Hi, my name is Ashwina Vaityanathan, and today I'll be introducing the one and only Amal Panjwani. Nothing I say could ever do her justice, but perhaps I can offer a fraction of the wholesome soul that she is. Amal is intelligent, kind, helpful, beautiful, and just so cool and collected that when I first met her, I thought that if our class was stranded on an island, she would be the one who would not panic. But after spending about 4 years with her, I realized she wouldn't panic because she is the one who got us stranded in the first place. Amal is such a silly individual, and personally, her antics have me rolling on the floor laughing all the time. She always greets me with a, "Hey, pal, hey." And her charisma and nonchalance is something I'm sure everyone around her aspires to have. She fulfills every task gracefully and effortlessly, and I could only dream of possessing her resilience. But that's enough for me. Y'all are prepared to witness the real deal herself. So give it up for the bestie with the Tessie, Amal Panjwani.
I love stories. My mom loves to talk about how when I was younger, I could sit and listen to her read to me for hours. My sister, on the other hand, was not as gifted at the task of listening or sitting in one place for more than a couple minutes at a time. I guess it's fine. Not everyone can be as amazing as me. Don't worry, I'm kidding. But anyways, stories provide an outlet into the lives of other individuals, and I used to think that it was much easier to read or listen to someone else's story than it was to tell my own. All my life, my parents have taught me the importance of appreciating differences, that the people around me and their differing ideas, opinions, and experiences, when brought together, all work as a small part of the larger functioning whole that is our world. And they're right. They have instilled in me an appreciation of the differences in each of us, and I have learned and hope to continue to learn to value the differences of those around me as powerful experiences that contribute to each individual's impact in the world. And I have grown and hope to continue to grow to see the varying identities within my community as vital components and beautiful facets of the complexities of human society. If you think about it that way, though it may be difficult to tell your story, each person's story is just as valuable and important to tell. A big part of my story is laughter. Perhaps some of you may say that throughout my time at St. Mary's, I've made a joke or two, maybe made you laugh here or there. And even though you've probably heard me laughing at my own jokes, nothing beats making a joke and having a group of people there to laugh with you. But my speech today isn't about my spectacular comedic timing. Instead, it is about why I like to make people laugh and the people that have made me laugh over the past 17 years of my life. On a day-to-day basis, human beings, all of us, have numerous interactions with one another. So much stuff happens every day that it is hard to remember more than just bits and pieces of those interactions. For me, the most memorable interactions or experiences I have had with anyone have been the ones that I have laughed through. Small moments of habitual and seemingly normal activities that have become extraordinary because of laughter. My sister and I fight sometimes. Most siblings, if not all, do. We argue about little things like who moved whose phone charger, or when we critique each other's driving abilities. Honestly, we'll probably have an argument about how I mentioned her in my speech today. But after that argument or moment, at most after a couple of days, we forget. But what we do remember is that funny thing she did when we were younger, or that joke I made last week. Just moments that have made the both of us laugh. In the evenings, when my family and I talk about our day, the stories that we immediately think to share are the ones that have made us laugh. I like to talk about and remember the different people Gracie imitates during my proofs class, or the funny stuff Hita does during my AP Spanish class, more than I remember to talk about a difficult test or quiz, because it was those moments that made me laugh. It is clear by now that my favorite things to do are to laugh and to make people laugh. Laughter is an individual's truest expression of joy and immediate response to humor. What makes bad moments or bad days better is when people bring you joy through laughter or when you bring others joy through laughter. So I was doing some research and I came across this statistic. Don't worry, I didn't make it up. Hashtag hers, hashtag Dr. Soren. The average adult laughs 17 times a day, while the average child laughs 300 times a day. What does that tell us? Well, for starters, it tells us that adults need to laugh more, but it also tells us that people need to surround themselves with individuals that will bring them joy through laughter. I'm not an expert on world affairs, hashtag Mr. Nichols, but if more people went around spreading joy and laughter in the world rather than hatred and negativity, I think it would be a much better place. As I do my part to better my understanding of the world around me, I hold on to my parents' lessons that taught me to appreciate the differences amongst us and recognize that each of us has something uniquely vital to offer to the world. At St. Mary's, I have witnessed a community that appreciates the whole person and allows each person to grow in their own way, something I hope each of us can continue to do. I have grown to see the differences of each individual as a uniquely beautiful tessera of the brightly colored mosaic that is our world, and I urge each of you to do so as well. So to my mom and dad and sister, my super silly class of 2022, and all of the people in my life who make me laugh, thank you for giving me a story to tell. Thank you.